You know what? For decades, I've loved great movies, like many of us, and I have a real love and care for film and how they're made. And having worked in the games industry for a long time, I've had the great opportunity of working on a lot of movie licenses that have connected with the games industry. In amongst the sheer weight of content that's piling its way through streaming services, you really find it hard to find those gems. And that's what I thought I would do. Pick out those gems, those really great experiences that are at times hard to find, and the ones that stick in your memories for years. Some movies gain incredible buzz due to great marketing. Some just get great word of mouth and pub chat. I really wanted to talk about a movie I've watched in the last couple of weeks, which I personally can't stop thinking about, and that movie is Sinners. Sinners is written and directed by Ryan Coogler, who you may know from Black Panther fame, a movie in the Marvel Cinematic Universe I thought was great. It was certainly a lot better than the sequel. When I heard about Sinners, for some reason it was one of those movies I hadn't seen a trailer for, a movie I didn't know a lot about, but one I kept hearing about. And I'm glad I didn't know too much about it, because there are some films that you're just better off going into fresh. The only other movie that springs to mind for me that actually delivers something of a surprise was Split. And I remember seeing this on a flight to the US once. And did it deliver? Very much so. It offered a twist and a connection to a beloved movie I adored. It was a surprise. To be honest, once again, the sequel Glass just didn't deliver in the same way. But like its director, there are truly standout stories with amazing filmmaking, and some just don't quite land as well. Sinners is special. It stars Michael B. Jordan, as well as Michael B. Jordan, and it's set in the 1930s Mississippi. It's a movie a lot of people are talking about, as mentioned. A movie I received text messages from people telling me to go and see it on the biggest screen possible. This has got to be good, I thought, and it really is. Sinners is a mixture of genres, shot beautifully and made with pure care and craft that you don't see that often. Something original, but with nods to other films, but still original. Michael B. Jordan plays twin brothers Smoke and Stack, who return to Mississippi after some dodgy goings on with Al Capone and I believe the Irish Mafia. They return with beer and lots of great stuff and decide to set up a juke joint where they can party with their friends. Music plays a major part in Sinners, and trust me, the music is amazing. It's a central character, just like in a movie like Drive. The movie and the music tells this unique story, and the talent supporting Michael B. Jordan and Ryan Coogler's vision here is exceptional. Miles Caton plays Sammy Moore, and he's a particular standout. A musician in real life who apparently this is his first acting role. I mean, he's got an incredible future ahead of him outside of his already outstanding talent in music. Jack O'Connell is also amazing. Delroy Lindo is another outstanding standout, and one it was great to see him back on screen. Haley Steinfeld and the rest of the cast are also superb. I don't want to tell you a huge amount about the movie because the surprise is what it's all about. And, you know, sometimes it's best just to hear things and going fresh. It does tap into other movies and certainly has a particular favourite nod to a movie written by Tarantino. And personally, I've always loved Warner Brothers and their catalogue of movies over the last decades. And I applaud them for taking a risk on this new film. More studios need to do this as we get bogged down with remakes and sequels. It's refreshing to go into a cinema and walk out discussing this movie for days. The reason for also not knowing so much about it is it has deeper messages throughout, things you'll want to dive into after, discussions you'll want to hear from movie experts, famous YouTubers and influencers and those that care about film. The movie is a celebration of culture, with attention to detail that really stands out. It has a story that moves along with a slow pace to begin with, but one that makes you get to know the characters on screen. You'll learn to like them, love them, hate them, be confused by the wrongdoings, but ultimately, the build-up to what is coming is worth it. The conversations are engaging, the visuals again are beautiful, and really my own negative was, my partner and I discussed, was some of the car scenes where they were driving. It was obviously filmed on a green screen, and it took us out for a bit during those long journeys and important moments. The music, once again, is something that is beautiful, and I went straight to Spotify after and listened to the soundtrack. When everything moves ahead towards a final, it levels up and delivers something really fun. Make sure you stick around after the credits, as there are two key scenes, with the first one being very important. I'm surprised they didn't add this to the movie at the very end. A few people walked out and missed it. And it's a scene that feels like around 10 minutes long, but yet so really important to the overall story. The way Michael B. Jordan plays both twins is incredible. Both very different in personality, both separating themselves from one another, and they perfectly sort of complement each other on screen, and it looks incredible. Behind the pace, story, character build-up, there are moments of humour and touching moments. I can't say anything else about Sinners apart from go watch it. I literally can't wait to see it again, and having once again started buying my favourite movies on 4K, this is one I can't wait to add to the collection.